All right, this is for the ABCs of Horror Challenge created by Rob's Nightmares. Link in the description. All you have to do is review a horror movie for every letter of the alphabet from A to Z in order. No skipping, and that's it. You can go at your own pace. That was terrible. Should I start again? No. Me and Kelly are on the letter D. D is for double feature, and we decided to go with Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, the original from 1973, and the remake from 2010. The 1973 version was a made-for-TV movie directed by John Newland, starring Kim Darby and Jim Hutton. They move into this old mansion that Kim Darby's character Sally inherited, and she ends up setting these little creatures free from the fireplace that they were sealed up in, and they start coming after her, but nobody else sees or hears them, and it seems like she's just going crazy. What I really liked about this movie was it had a great cast. Kim Darby and Jim Hutton, I really liked them. William Demarest plays this handyman that's worked there for years. He's great. Barbara Alexander plays Sally's friend Joan. I really liked her. It's only 74 minutes long, even though it's kind of slow paced in places. I really liked seeing the 70s fashion and interior design. That was really nostalgic for me. I really liked the lighting, especially the scenes with the creatures. A lot of the scenes have this, when it shows the creatures, it has this hot pink lighting and green. I really like the design of the creatures. I mean, it's just rubber masks and I think they had furry bodies, but I found them really charming. And I could see if you were a kid in the 70s, this would probably be terrifying. The vocal effect that they use was probably not that overused at that time. So it does come across as kind of creepy. It had some suspense sequences that were well done, and I was not expecting that ending. The 2010 remake is produced and co-written by Guillermo del Toro, and it stars Katie Holmes, Guy Pearce, and a young Bailey Madison. Obviously, the story is more fleshed out and it has a bigger budget because it was a theatrical, but it has a lot of the same story beats. In this version, the Sally character is a little girl who goes to live with her dad and his girlfriend that are restoring this old mansion. Katie Holmes' character is an interior designer, which there was a male interior designer in the original, so they've kind of rolled that character and the character of Joan from the original into her character. The creatures in this one are CGI, and they kind of reminded me of the monkey in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but they're fun, and there's a lot more of them. This almost feels like a PG-13 horror to me, maybe just because the focus is on Bailey Madison's character, but there were some sequences where the horror was more intense. And also, it felt like it had some things in it that were popular at the time, like there's a Polaroid camera that's used to good effect. I feel like Polaroid cameras had like a revival around that time. The original movie used a camera in a scene where it was like the kind of camera that takes one of those little magic cube flash bulbs, which was suspenseful to me because I know those things only have like 4 flashes and then they're no good. This one had stuff about fairies in it. I feel like fairies were big around that time. There was something else, but I can't remember. I didn't think Guy Pearce's character was all that likable compared to Jim Hutton in the original. Maybe I just like Jim Hutton. I don't know. Katie Holmes was really good, and the guy who played the caretaker in this one is really good. And I really liked the music in both movies. So this made for a fun night for us. I've had both of these movies on DVD for years, but I didn't want to watch the remake without watching the original, and the original sounded kind of dumb and I didn't think I would like it, but I did. So, what are your thoughts on these movies? Do you like them? Or are they just kind of Thanks to Rob for creating the challenge. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. And until next time. keep on creeping on. Yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot.